want to do this?
What's the
Who is that?
Bob. You dead ass?
Move, why you got cameras though?
So
Because it's
Move,
supposed to get
put the
good.
camera down. Put the camera down.
I'm not taking off.
We not letting you call rape or none of that.
No, y'all really gonna video me and Dad?
if you don't get on track, niggas gonna record you.
Come on, Smoke. What are you doing?
Alright, so get smoked. That's it.
Why
You want to get nah, so get it over with, boy. That's it. No, I don't care. No.
Nah, y'all got
No, get smoked. Get cut. What? I don't care no more. No, y'all doing it for what? For what?
You about to front of your pussy.
Where?
Let's see.
Where? So ask. One of y'all could have got it. I don't know. Ask.
Let me get it.
That's what you
Get it.
Move. See, I do it for what? This is my pussy. Nobody else pussy.
You just said search your shit.
No, there's no searching nothing. No.
You just said we just had to ask
No.
you to search your shit.
That's it.
You
No.
definitely got it. You
So what's
definitely
the
got it.
problem though? Why you can't search your shit?
No.
Everybody search their shit.
No, not searching with no cameras on me. No.
No cameras.
Move. You dead ass. No, boy. Son, get the fuck out of here. Son, take that shit off, son. You grab you that
Front side, right? You don't give a fuck about none of that. What is front side? You still ain't leaving, bitch. You not going nowhere.
Take it off. Stop. I don't have it. Stop. Why you trying to search you?
This would have been
Stop.
like you just did the first
It's
time.
stop.
You got a whole fucking
Stop. Stop.
You got the wig on.
Oh my God. This is just your aim.
You making the party tonight. Take it off. Take it off.
This is chick feeling violent.
Video. Oh God, she's not fine. I thought she was fine. Oh my God.
Yo. Why he talking like that?
Harriet Tubman.
Open up that pussy. Snapchat.
Let's take a more so.
Take it off. Why you still waiting for this bitch?
Yo, just take it off of her. She's frail right now. Just take it off of her.
I don't care. I will knock you out. Take it off. Please. Take it off, son.
Take it off.
Take it off.
Stop stripping her. Stop stripping her.
You
start taking it off.
You got them.
You must be got them if you acting bang.
It's crazy.
Better if you don't got these, I must snap this shit out.
If you got them, we not gonna show them. You already got smoke, so if you got them,
I don't care about none of that throwing up shit, none of that. That bitch still getting stripped. Take that shit off. Get that leather off, bitch.
Somebody had me think
Hurry
about
up, son. You're not moving fast enough, son. You're tired of playing games. Niggas asked you too many times. Why you ain't take it off?
Actually, not taking a move.
What? Take it off, and I'm just not gonna hit you. You don't take it off, I'm spanking you. Till you take it off. That's it.
It don't really ain't nothing, nigga. Lucky I ain't violent. I don't want to see this again. She act like she's fire. Oh shit, bitch, you ain't fire.
Oh my God.
I don't know. You look like a fucking crackhead.
All right, you pull your piece down. Shake your bra out. You been to the
acting like
island
this,
do
you
this.
just
Let's
mad
go.
stupid.
Take your pants down.
You don't got it, you been acting like this, you just mad stupid.
And you dipping after this, son. Like, you really...
Yo, YouTube, what's going on? Trey back again, hit you with a video. Now, this video right here comes straight out of Chicago, Baltimore, New York, some damn well where they always use the phrase dead ass. And the reason why I say that, because I don't hear that word nowhere else being thrown around unless it's on some social media platform. But anyway, we have this young lady who pretty much learns her lesson the hard way. And before I start, you know, I want people to understand one thing. I don't condone anything that happened in that hotel room, motel room, Holiday Inn, wherever the hell them kids was at, them young adults, whatever you want to call them. I don't condone anything that they did in there, but this is a lesson that a lot of people have to learn one single day, because you're going to find out who your real friends are. Just like I had to find out to who some of my friends was, and to those fake ass friends that's listening, because I know you're listening. I feel it in my spirit right now that some of you all listening. Look at me now, haters. But anyway, speaking on the past, let's talk about the future. Now, this shows you that you cannot call everyone your friend, that you should not trust everybody with your well-being and your safety also. This young lady was basically, in my opinion, and the way I see things, set up. And the reason why I say she was set up, because picture this. You have a room, a motel room full of young females and young males. What you think gonna happen? And all of a sudden somebody's crying over a gram of weed, a shitty ass gram of weed. Are you serious? Who's most likely to steal a gram of weed? True, we know male and female steal it, but let's be honest. Who's most likely to steal the weed? Another guy gonna steal the weed. And I guarantee you, the ones that doing the most talking always be the ones that's doing the most dirt. You know, I done been in situations like that, but we'll get to that in a second. Now, this young lady should have realized, soon as her friend, so-called Brianna, it's always some damn Brianna somewhere whooping somebody's ass. And where the hell is Sharkeisha when you need her? She should have had Sharkeisha waiting up in the closet in the bathroom to come out swinging them bolos and everything else. And for those of you who don't know who Sharkeisha is, you must have been living on a rock for the last 10 or 20 years. But this young lady right here basically learned things the hard way and realized Brianna was not her friend. Brianna is what you call streetwalker, if you will, what you would call jump off, what you would call around the way girl. And I ain't talking about the kind with the stenches in her hair, bamboo earrings, at least 2 pair. I ain't talking about them kind LL was talking about. No, I'm talking about a girl who basically for the hood, for the streets, if you know what I mean, and down to do anything strange for a piece of change. Instead of Brianna having her so-called quote-unquote friend back, she decided to do, out of all things, to haul off and start punching the girl and hitting on the girl. Now, that right there would have made me just lose my mind right there, because I wouldn't give a damn how many people up in that house. If you think you finna just jump on me and ain't gonna be somebody getting gutted like a fish in there, stabbed, or getting shot, whatever I gotta do to come out that damn room, I'm gonna do it, even if I gotta go through the window, me and you both together. Matter of fact, I'll push you in there first and I'll land on top of you like they do in the movies. But one thing I would not do is sit there and take no ass whooping. But I understand, you know, I'm a man. That's a young lady. We both think different. But the point is of the video is to show you. Watch who you call your friends. You know what I'm saying? Like my boy Slim Thug and Zero and them say, ain't no such thing as friends. There's only associates. We have associates out here. Only people you should call your friends is people that you really know, who done been tried through the fire, who done been put through everything with you, who basically grew up with you from day one. And if you have not have a friend still by your side that been with you since elementary school or middle school or high school, well, somebody that have been with you through the good and the bad times, just like when you were celebrating victory, just like when you were celebrating defeat. If you at the club and it goes down and somebody try to jump on you, you could count on that person to have your back without basically leaving you there at the hands of mercy to somebody else to do whatever they want to do with you. That's what I'm talking about right there. But in this day and age, it's hard to find true friends, people who you can rely on, people you can lean on. And everybody in that damn room need their ass slap from the backhand side. You feel me? They don't need the front slap. They need to slap the pimp slap way, because everybody in that room should be arrested for aggravated stupidity and for also assault, sexual assault at that, because you stripped this woman out of her clothes, make this young lady come out her clothes in front of everybody, and they still didn't find a damn bag of weed. Ain't that some mess right there? One of them guys had that shit up in their sock, down there by their shoe, waiting to get home so they can light them a spliff, because that shows you how cutthroat people is. And I've been in situations like that before too, when I was in school and college and everything, when we used to, you know, chill and do our thing. Always something coming up missing. If it wasn't some Mary Jane, if it was always some liquor coming up missing, or somebody trying to mess with somebody's girlfriend and not realizing, if you try to mess with somebody's girlfriend, like in the situation I was in, if she's loyal to you and she's real with you, she's gonna come tell you, look, such and so tried to mess with me. And these be the same people that eat at your dinner table, smile in your face. Yeah, man, what's going on? What you doing now? It'd be the same joker, the same asshole, plotting on your demise, trying to have sex with your man or your woman. Depends on what sex they is. And sometimes it don't even matter what sex they is. So I tell people, be careful who you call your friend. Be careful going to these places. Have you not learned anything from Kenneka Jenkins? The same situation. This story took me back to the story with Kenneka Jenkins, how she was up in I guess the hotel called Rosemont. She was up in a hotel with her friends partying, and look what happened to her. whole conspiracy. We still ain't got the story straight yet. But this young lady right here, all that could have been avoided if you take time out to listen. Stop trying to be hip. I understand it's called growing pains. We all grow through, we all go through those things when we're coming up. But I guarantee you, unless you dumb as hell or unless you cannot think straight, you will find out eventually everybody that say they for you ain't for you. And everybody that smile in your face ain't your friend. You feel me? And everything that shine and glitters is not gold. So you have to be self-aware not to put yourself in those situations, if you will. Have enough love and respect for yourself to distance yourself from these people, because guess what? It could have turned out a lot worse. What if one of them guys in there had a gun? You know, you got people shooting people over colors. You got people shooting people over small debts they owe. You got people shooting people just because they're in the wrong neighborhood. So what if somebody would have had a gun there and shot this young lady over nothing? And she's basically pouring her heart out to her so-called friend, you know, and then the friend was the main aggressor. She was worse than the guy. So this goes to show you, most likely those guys in that hotel room wanted to have sex with this young lady, and she wasn't down for the get down. And we all know what that is. For those of you who done been in those situations like that, there's always that one young lady or one young man who don't want to do and follow the crowd like everybody else, but they always for some reason seem to tag along. And the people that's letting them tag along are way worse and then way more aggressive and committing way more crimes. But there's always that one tag along that want to be down but ain't really down. And this young lady right here is the type, evidently she must want to be down, because the reason why I say that, if they had enough respect for it, because in these cliques, it's what you call a pecking order. You have like seniority shit, just like at a job, who been real the longest or who been putting the much work or who whooped the most ass. Me and any woman think that way. So it's like a pecking order. So evidently Brianna was on the top of the pecking order, and whoever this guy was that was walking around doing all this talking was on a pecking order. Had this young lady strip out her clothes into her bra, into her panties, right in front of these people and putting it all on social media. And this is so crazy about social media, is the fact that these people, these old and youngsters, so it's not even the young people no more. And we need to stop saying it's young people. We have old people doing stupid shit on social media. It's the fact that they broadcast every single thing, not realizing you're not getting no stripes. You're getting people coming at your ass. So be careful what you're going to post. Number one, what you did was wrong. And it's funny how every time they try to turn some on somebody else, make them look bad, they ass end up getting arrested and getting in trouble too. So really, the joke's going to be on you at the end of the day. But we as a people can prevent these type of things from happening. Stop letting everybody in your face that smile stay there in your face and chill with you, because trust me, unless you done been tried through the fire, where you've been put in a situation like I mentioned earlier, you're going to sit up in here and you're going to be in a rude of awakening when you realize your friends ain't who they say they are, and they're going to turn on you at a drop of a dime, just like a old yellow, old rabid dog. They're going to show you their true color. So I advise you today, get you some real friends to hang with. Stay around people who are like-minded as yourself, because you can tell she's a little bit more nonchalant than everybody else. Made this girl turn around and everything, and I guess she has some kind of little G-string panty on. But anyway, I said this to make a point. Got all these other guys in there just looking at this female. So evidently the guys wanted her, and you know, they all up in the room for a reason. You can imagine what's going on. I mean, come on, number 6 getting drunk and getting high, and these the same chaps that run back to they mama house, they mammy house, or they daddy house, talking all that shit, and the parents scared to put them in check. Put their young ass out. If they grown up to do all this, they grown up to be on their own. This is where the parents need to draw the line. And I'm sure some of these parents seen, or whatever you want to say, one of their children in this video. And how many of you think gonna discipline that child? 1 out of 10, maybe. But this is a crying shame that this young lady was basically sexually assaulted, you know, and broadcast all over social media, and the people out there and seen it as a joke. Now, I edited the video because I didn't want to show the fighting part. I didn't want to show the part of her stripping down, you know, to her bra and her panties. So the video was edited and everything for, you know, the sake of having what you would call not offensive content, if you will, because a lot of people don't want to see fight. A lot of people don't want to see the woman stripped down. So for those of you who had a problem with that, I had to edit the video down because, you know, it's not to showcase them fighting. It's not to showcase her stripping down. It's to showcase the ignorance of the people that's inside their room. But let me know what you all think about this situation right here, because I'm telling you, you're going to learn one day the people who say they are your friends are not your friends. I had to learn the hard way, and I'm telling you, it took a few times, but once I realized, you know, you pretty much out here in this world alone, and friends come and go, you know, you're going to be a better person, because you're not going to you're not going to rely on anybody else. You feel me? You're going to be comfortable by yourself, and hopefully a lot of you all will get there one day. A lot of people always need somebody around them. Me, you know, as I grow older, I just tend to stick more to myself, if you will. Let me know what you all think about this video. If you like the video, push that like button. If you like, subscribe. Definitely share the video and take assessment today of the people that's in your life that you call your real friends and family, and see if they still deserve to be in this place. I'm out.